Hi everybody, it's me, Relaxin, also known as Chino and Artie. I'm back talking about the review I did on this is actually a part 2 video blog about the EMtek GEMBOX, and I really didn't really definition about why is it called the GEMBOX. Okay, the GEM, G-E-M, okay? That means gaming, entertainment, media, multimedia. And I'm surprised, you know, like how there are other YouTubers out there who make professional videos about how it's only $20. Now, in my tagline, I say, get a PlayStation Classic for only $20, and I did buy it. And if you watch my first video, it was only 20 bucks. Of course, it comes with one controller, and of course, there are adapters where you can convert. It's right here, like to convert your original PlayStation controller. I mean, I still have my original PlayStation, and I've mentioned a lot of my PlayStation, like it's modded to play, you know, backup games. That thing in the back, I explained, it watches VCDs. I even have one of the, you know, a lot of people have those retro, you know, brands. I remember in Asia there were so many Korean-made type of Famicons, and I still have mine. It's somewhere, like this is the FC Twin. It actually plays, what do you call it, Super Nintendo, and also the Nintendo cartridges along with the Famicom. And I'm going to talk about a story about that. And then I really like this replica. It looks really great. The new one has the HDMI, but the HDMI, the sound didn't sound good for some reason. I mean, I played it on my friend's house, and he has that version, but I'm still stuck with composite. And I'm easy for me to record my gameplay, you know, my playthrough through this. You know, it's a digital converter, okay? It turns any composite into an SD card, so I have a 128 gig, so I'm ready to record. And, yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about, is this GameBox again, and it's really, really worth it. So when I'm saying PlayStation, okay, I already have my Nintendo in here. So, I already have my Androids. I have a Sega Genesis, so I can play my Sega Genesis games. What else? Let's see. Let me scroll around, because I really wanted to explain what this is capable to. Let me put the box right here so you guys know what it looks like. Okay, it's being controlled with a controller like this, almost identical to, like I said, an Xbox 360 controller. The difference is the digital pad is on that side instead of here, and also the layout. I mean, when you're playing games, it's actually detecting it as a Nyko controller, which is alright. And it goes up to 4 players. I mean, this thing is more designed for retro gaming. Why pay so much for a Raspberry Pi when you have this unit? And let's talk about this, okay? Alright, let me sync my controller. Okay, let it go blue. Okay, it's taking a moment. Okay, it's starting. And then I'm going to scroll to, okay, for example, my Super Nintendo. That's my Super Nintendo. That I have every single Super Nintendo ROMs there that I need to play. Japanese games, you name it. Super Mario, you name it. You know, because why would I need to buy one of those, you know, $59.99 retro console? That, I mean, SNES Classic. They also have the NES Classic. And there are so, I mean, yes, it looks like a real, you know, it's like a miniature version of the unit. When I already have the physical stuff, that's the reason why I have no care for it, you know. That's in my opinion. I mean, for the new millenniums, not a lot of people know what they are, but for nostalgia people, they want to see how this hardware can push for today's standard, you know. Like, I actually seen, what do you call it, a YouTube guy who put in a 32X emulator, an N64 emulator on the SNES console, and that's amazing. But this one, I'm able to use Android products as well. So I'm gonna go PlayStation now, and I already had been downloading my ROMs, so I already put in the BIOS. I paid for this app, so now I'm getting my list. It's running on my 32 gigabyte what do you call, memory stick on the side, because I'm tired of taking out that small one. And then, yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that library. Let me refresh it a little more so I can scan what's in the hard drive. I just freshly loaded more games. I can't fill it anymore in that 32. I packed it out because it's hard for me to you know, put more games, you know, because I want to, unlike the Super Nintendo, you can play the game to the zip files, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm actually fixing a computer here on the side. I got so many things doing. Yeah, I fix computers on the side, and then I work as a metal fabricator. And check it out. Okay, it's loading to the SD card. Let's see, they found something. And let's see what's in my flash drive. That's where all the games are at. The internal memory on this is just 16 gigabytes, but at least it's expandable. I gotta say, this is more better than the Ouya. Well, the difference about the Ouya, you can actually have, it has the NVIDIA Tegra, but this is running on OpenGL memory. So this is my library. Okay, I gotta say, I got Alien Resurrection. Okay, by history. Okay, you guys gotta know this. Alien Resurrection, not the trilogy. Alien Resurrection was the one who actually figured out how to put a FPS gaming on an analog controller. This was the very first game ever to do that, because PC gamers were already on keyboard and mouse. If it wasn't for this game, there's no Call of Duty, etc. You know, because this game was already developed before as a third-person view, and then they actually scrapped it and then re-engineered the game to be exactly like the movie. I don't know if you looked that up, because I'm a big Alien fan. And then, well, RoboCop is number one. I like Batman. This one's kind of like a RoboCop video game. That's the reason why I downloaded that. Blade is a hard game. Blast Chamber, nostalgia feel. I used to play that demo. Fatal Fury, Einhander. This is a Japanese title. It's called Death Mask. Now, for PC gamers out there, it was never ever released in the PlayStation, but it has a new it's kind of like playing Fox Hunt, but it has a better menu. The American version is actually called Angel Devoid. So the quality of the PC version is really hard to get it running, because it has to be on pure DOS, and the game is, you know, the video quality is always on scanline. Unlike this one, is actually on its MPEG decode of its original way of being seen on a PlayStation, you know. Now let me back up. As I scroll more on my list, I have Einhander. I do have the original physical card. Card. It's amazing. Cyberpunk. It's kind of like Thunder Force. I love Thunder Force 4, but in America it was called Lightning Force. That's how I knew it as. Gekido. That was better. This is like a Double Dragon game, you know, but the control schemes was a little bit. They made a sequel, you know, for Game Boy Advance, but it was alright. Very rare Iron Man game. It was fun. I seen the making of it in one of the GamePro magazines. And there's also side by side. If you're into racing games, there's side by side. This was before Initial D, and I don't know if they were the same developers, but it's a great game. There's also Option R, all JDM Japanese vehicles, and I had to put the worst game ever. I wish I can still find my beta that had the Sonya in it. I gotta have the Mortal Kombat in there. I didn't have Mortal Kombat 4 here because I do have it on a Dreamcast. Loaded, and I also have Reloaded. I have the PC version, but I think Part 1 is the best. Race Storm, I love that game, man. And also there's Thunder Force 5, the Japanese release. I don't know if they actually released it in the States. Now these titles right here, Wipeout 3 and XL. This is the main reason why I wanted to buy a PlayStation. Those were the greatest games ever. Now let's play a game, and for example, Wipeout. Let's try Wipeout XL. These are one of the reasons why I really wanted a PlayStation. It's because of that hovering maneuver, the frames per second. From the reviews, I heard that Psygnosis, the developers for this game, they were so into Ridge Racer, and so they gave an anti-gravity racing. And Red Bull, before Red Bull was released over here in America, I was like, wait a minute, hey, I saw that in a video game. Like 2 years later, after this game came out, and techno was getting, you know, rave music was just coming out, and I was a young kid. I'm 36 now. Back then in 2002, it was fun. You know, I graduated in 2000. You know, in high school. If you are familiar with Rancho Verde High in Moreno Valley in Riverside, and check it out. It's the only thing about playing it on this GEMBOX is that the resolution is exactly like the PlayStation 1. So you really need to put on a CRT monitor to make it look just like authentic. And I gotta say, it is really, I'm playing one hand right now, it's so accurate. Look at it, it's very, very accurate. The only thing is, yeah, I can actually stretch the screen, but that's too wide. I'd rather just have that bar, you know. But the graphics is exactly how you're gonna see it on that. I don't know. Will it look like the same thing on the PlayStation Mini? We don't know yet. I mean, it has HDMI out. I mean, there's so many fails that Neo Geo did so far, because everything they're doing is all emulation based. So this is the reason why I like this game. I remember the music video too. That was cool. Okay, now I gotta go on mouse mode in order to quit this game. So I have to click here. Come on, move that. Yeah, slide up, and I have to go back. It's a little. You gotta have a little patience to get used to the controls. Then I have to go back to gamepad mode, and then the mouse cursor will disappear. And I'll go to yeah, it's gonna load the games. Tekken I think I've showed that already in my last channel, but now I have more games. The only drawback is that I do not have the Rumble Pack, but it does, this is wireless, and all my games are in this USB. So when I get a USB expander, I don't know if it will load it, but I'm gonna put my Xbox controller to get that rumble. You know, I really want to get that DualShock feel. And the reason why, okay, now I'm going to talk about why I picked these games, because these are the games that I grew up playing, and then there are other ones that I have in my pile. I mean, I got a pile. I got to explain this. Look, there are piles of them. PlayStation 1. Oh, it's too dark. Yeah, it's too dark. Alright. Okay, let me get my other cell phone. Okay, where's my other cell phone? Okay, this one will work. Yeah, I have so many businesses going on, fixing computers and all this. And also I work as a metal fabricator. It's really difficult in life. See, like right here, let me turn on the flashlight. Oh wait, the flashlight's off because I have the camera on. Alright, there you go, flashlight. See, I got all these games right here, Parasite Eve and all this, it's all piled up. And then over here, PSPs. Oh yes, in their physical boxes. There's more. There's Gekido. And don't forget, there's more right there. These are the games. They're not movies. The movies, I put them aside on the other side. And of course, I'm a big Wipeout fan. Look, I got Wipeout Pure, and there was another Wipeout game somewhere I put in here. There were so many of them, and the list goes on. And then I love RoboCop. Everybody knows that. Look at that, director's cut. And if I say I like RoboCop, yeah. I mean, I got all the. I even have the new Shout Factory, you name it, you know, and more RoboCop right there. But okay, enough of RoboCop. Okay, something with the jawline, you know, they always have that chin guard, you know, even like Power Rangers, you know. This is my favorite Power Ranger movie. I am so sorry. That new one. Okay, I'm gonna make a review about that later on. Now I'm gonna show this clip. This is a very rare ROM. Okay, there's only one website you can find it, and I don't know where to get it anymore. Is this 4-disc set? Okay, Angel Devoid. This is one of my favorite games when I was growing up, and it's not scan-lined. Thank God. The menus though is still pixelated, but when you look at the menu on the PC version, it's in high def. And you gotta do a lot of setting, like Serious Logic and using VESA mode, running through DOS. I don't know if you know that. So, see, it's called Deathmask, not Angel Devoid. Now, if anybody will make a long play of this and who speaks Japanese, because this game is dubbed in Japanese. They released this on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1. Now, there's also Phantasmagoria, released in Japan. It was called Phantasm. Like, it's not related with that movie. No. But look at that. It's in Japanese. I think this is the only highest resolution you can see this full motion video, but it's too bad it's dubbed in Japanese. You cannot turn it into English. It's not DVD. It was all CD-ROM based because they want it in stereo. Because back in the days, VCDs has 2 channels, so you can go mono from one channel to the left and right. Yeah, and then. And it's on. Let me skip this, okay? And then it's loading. And this is like a straight out film noir. Okay, new game, Deathmatch, and Death Mask. It's really cool. It's all in Japanese, but there's nothing wrong about it. At least I know how to play the game without understanding it, because I did remember the path. I got all the walkthroughs. That's how I beat the game. I remember that in high school. I was printing it out on the school computer using a NES computer. I don't know if it was after Steve Jobs got kicked out of Apple. He made NES computers, and they come in black and white and in color. It's a big ass computer, man. It's really trip. Now let's see, preference on it. I mean, look, I can do enhanced graphics, but this guy is only a single core, so it's not using NVIDIA Tegra. It is a cheaper version of a Mad Catz, Mojo, and Ouya, but it is a well-presented GUI interface. The great thing about it, the streaming, it is just perfect, but the streaming, it has to be a LAN connection. Don't do the Wi-Fi. It's really bad for the Wi-Fi. And then, you know, looking at my game section, it's just amazing. Now I've been showing emulation, but what about the console games? You know, like what I got from the GEMBOX in their own store. So let's see how it looks. Alright, man, I gotta switch back to mouse mode just to click OK here. Yeah, this controller is just like the Mad Catz. The graphics on this game is way better than that 1940 something. I don't know. I remember that old Capcom game. Okay, welcome Bavardi. Alright, instead of playing it in the up view, you actually get a full widescreen view, and the game is running on 1080p. Forgive me, in my first video I found a way to turn it into full 1080p resolution. Okay. Play, come on. Play. Oh shoot. Oh man, I accidentally quit. I better go back over here. Oh man, is it locking? Oh, no, it's not. It's all good. Oh god. I'm so sorry. I'm getting clumsy here. I actually have the other applications running in the background. And then back to... Okay, I'm going back to the mouse mode. I mean, PC gamepad mode. Oh, it's B. What's going on? I better just click it on mouse mode. No, it's not working. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause this. I found out why. I had to buy a jet. You can actually plug oh yeah, this unit, like I said, if you expand the USB, because it only has one USB out with a micro SD, you can actually connect more controllers or wired or even keyboard and mouse. And they do have accessories for these guys, so it's amazing. Okay, I'm tired of this tutorial. Can I just play? Okay, yeah. Move the plane to the finger. Okay, there we go. In-game, the graphics is running through straight out to the processor, OpenGL and hardware accelerations, like Direct 3D, but without DirectX. Drop a bomb on an airplane. Okay, yeah, okay. Or like this one, baby, drop that bomb. Kill some tanques right there. Oh yeah. This game is, and it's also free. Now I gotta pause it. Okay, if you look at the resolution, it's upscaled from it's really upscaled from what's that called, 720p to 1080p. So it's really amazing for $20, but I gotta tell you the truth. I went to 2 stores. Five stores, and there was only 2 stores available that had this gem box, and there was only 1 per store. And if you're lucky to find this in DD's for $20, you better get it, because over there are scalpers now in eBay selling it for $80, or even them modding it to get more money out of you. Yeah, man. I hate scalpers. Like me, I buy my stuff. I'm soon gonna be requesting donations because it's gonna be hard for me to make a new video now. Like, I'm using a Galaxy S3 just to make this video, and then I'm gonna upload it to Wi-Fi. My graphics card died because I don't want to talk about how it died. I know I didn't spill beer or nothing like that because I don't drink. It's just that it just messed up. So let's go back to games. Okay. GameFly does not work anymore. I've explained that. And there's actually a recycle bin here. I don't know if they do. Like whatever I deleted. Okay, I deleted it all. A reserve APK file is still in there. Now, if you have an NVIDIA Shield, you can actually stream your games in this unit. Yeah, and you can get more games. Look, I was playing Sega Genesis. Where is it? And people work so hard to get a Raspberry Pi working to play the games, because it's all Linux based. But me, I'd rather just sell with the Droid. The Droid is doing its best. I'm gonna pick on it. Give me a second. I gotta do this. Fixing this laptop. Install those drivers. Okay, install. Now, I gotta go to mouse mode. This is a long list. I got all this. I even got 32X games in here, and it works. It's really hard to find a 32X. I'm trying to see if I can actually get. Let me see. You know what? Thunder Force. Thunder Force. That's a fun game. Okay. Let me get back on the gamepad mode. Every time I say that, because I'm switching codes here. There's the off key, gamepad, and the mouse. All right. And there's Phantasy Star. I remember that was the first time they ever had. Oh, the Punisher. Rainbow Island. Oh, they got RoboCop. Okay, you know what? Let's go RoboCop. I love RoboCop 3. But I like RoboCop vs. Terminator on the Genesis. It's actually it's more violent. I actually stretched the screen. I just actually installed everything last minute. I haven't even set up the screen. I remember that. Gotta make it easy. I've never seen anybody who actually beat this game. This game is like harder than Mega Man, but it's still fun because they really want you to get the code. This game is bloody. So yeah, this is a great product, and what I'm gonna say is that there's somebody already did the unboxing. They gave a lot of things. They even give you an HDMI cable. They give you even a LAN cable. I'm using it. It's actually better than my old one. When I'm going back to my games, I gotta say there's so many things I can do on this unit. My favorite thing is that I don't like using Kodi anymore. It's like one of those professional type of software, and it gets on my nerves. Like sometimes the movie lags. Unlike this one, Popcorn Time, it's one of the best. I paid the app. It's a fully paid app. I pick a movie, and it's gonna be in high definition. For example, if I want to download the movie, I just go over here in this icon, download, and then you can actually change the quality by scrolling down here, and then you get to choose which one you want. You can go 1080p or right here like this, like that. And then after that, after you watch the movie, delete it. I recommend deleting it unless you own the physical copy. Like me, I'm playing my physical copies of. I didn't, I had to rip my own PlayStation games just to put it in this unit. And Black Panther is a great movie, great soundtrack. What else? They got Justice League. Don't even think about it. They got Deadpool 2. I think that is the super duper cut. I already showed that. But Sicario Part 1 was great. That was so cool. The fight scene on Fallout. It's amazing. And they got Creed. Well, do they have Creed 2 yet? I don't know. I'm gonna be looking. Oh, Ant-Man and Wasp. Okay. Let's try that one. Oh wait, Equalizer. Oh yeah, they even have Predator. And it will even tell you, it says it's cam. So always read that. So one is cam. Cinab. Oh yeah, they're all Blu-ray. Whoa. You know what? Let's check that out. Yeah. While that's loading, no more VPN or nothing. Give me one moment. Oh, it's still loading. Oh my god. Because in Asia right now, not a lot of people are going to movies anymore. They have those video on demand. I don't know. If you go to a movie theater in Asia, like China, in the Philippines, it's fine. I was watching a movie there. I was there about like a year and a half ago. Oh, not 2 years and a half. And I gotta tell you something. Over there in China, people are walking around with this those masks. You know, so there's a lot of diseases there. So, oh yeah, it's loading really quick now. Okay, let's see how the visual will look like on this new Predator movie. It just got released last week. Oh no, it's a fake. Anything? Oh, okay, that's a fake. But I already had. Oh wait, what was that? Oh no, it's a fake. But what happened is this: after I had downloaded it, right? I had downloaded the movie from a different server, but it was a cam. Now tell me the quality on it. I'm gonna delete it because I didn't want to spoil it because I want to watch the movie already. Because I'm a big Predator fan myself. Let's see. Where are you? Popcorn time. There we go. So, see, like there's Chinese writings on them. Yeah, I got this from Popcorn Time. And you know, for the upcoming Venom movie, I am not gonna watch that Popcorn Time. I don't want to spoil myself. I want to go straight to the theater and watch that. But yeah, I mean, so far, the only thing about Popcorn Time that I was like really disappointed about is that they don't have the special features. Like they actually uploaded disc versions of the Shout Factories, and I am not able to see the interviews. You know, like I was watching Cyborg, and I wanted to see interviews about it. They even have the 1990 Captain America. You know, all Albert Pyun films. So if you go to the top left, you're able to search. Let me see. Wait, watch this. That's movies, okay? Then search and pick the quality you want by popularity. You can download it and pick a certain directory to download. Then you go to TV shows, and you can go search from TV shows or just scroll down what shows you want to watch. They even have Walking Dead, and they go by seasons, and then you pick an episode. And this is legit. It's free. You can just download it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. If there's something wrong, let them shut down the website and dismantle their server. Yeah. Oh, they even have Supergirl. I like that show, Shield. Okay, just to tell you guys, the man who plays the Latino version of Ghost Rider, he's gonna be the new Terminator guy in Terminator 6. Oh, there's the Punisher. Now I got something to watch. All right, I'm gonna be watching Punisher today. Alright, you know why? Because I am going to be kicking back with my pop top, and then I'm going to be on my headphones. But I really thank you guys for watching, and this is part 2 of the video. I'm going to be explaining more about this laptop I'm repairing. Actually updating drivers on this. This is a 1080p, and it actually runs games in high def 1080p on setting high. So we're going to be benchmarking it through Batman Arkham Knight. And let's see what happens, you know. And that's it so far. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research on the other games, like comparing Rainbow Six on 360 from the PC versions. I'm going to tell you, the first one had better graphics than the second. And yeah, you know. And then I got too many phones. Yeah, too many things going on in life. And hold on, someone's calling me. They're calling me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, for more information. Oh yeah, the Tower Guard. I am a mascot towards the Tower Guard. Check them out. All right. And this is the track list. All right. I know the CD is all messed up, but look at this. It's in YouTube. All right. I'll post a link in the bottom, and help yourself to listen to heavy metal if you like Dungeons and Dragons. And also, what else I was gonna say? My next review is I already sold my Thunder Force 3, but I'm not selling my Thunder Force 4. But I'm gonna explain a very, very rare game in good condition, and it's original. But it has the most lousiest cover. I wish I had the Japanese version, but they said this one's worth at least $200. So I am selling this. Okay, I kid you not, for $75. Okay, Classic Gaming Room or anybody. This is not an emulated. This is not a reproduction card. You can sue me and prove it. I could look. I actually going to tell you this is the real deal. You know. All right. I have this thing. This video game called Garius. Yeah. This is a fun game, and it's original card, and everything is so perfect. Right there. See, everything is, all the instructions, all in good condition. I didn't really play much when I was a kid because it was so hard, and I looked it up on the internet how much they're worth. But I am giving this, I want to sell it. Okay, look, I just want to sell it for okay, $80. That's reasonable. And I'm also gonna pay for the shipping. See, $80. Okay, it price is 100, and that's just bidding, I believe. That's not buying now. Okay, and shipping is not including either. Yeah. This is a rare game. Gary it's how do you spell? How do you spell? Oh yeah, Gaiares. Because when you're reading this, it's really hard to read that kind of font. But this is Thunder Force 2. Oh my God, $149.99. I don't know. I do have the copy right here in its original, and I'm not a big fan of it because Thunder Force 1 did came out on the Sega Master, so I have all the records, and it's right here of how much it's worth. This one's $148.98 from another website. So yes. So that's gonna be my new reviews. I really thank what's his name? I'm gonna do a shout out, okay? I already did a lot of shout out on my first video, but I'm gonna make a shout out to this man. All right. Let me see, where is it? My YouTube channel. Yay. And soon I'm gonna make also a video about, because I'm a big Cyberpunk fan. I'm very, very, very excited for the new Cyberpunk video game coming out. I've been waiting for that for years. I used to have the pen and written board game, and it was great, man. And I would like to make a shout out to this gentleman who actually